Yo, what's going on, fellas? So I lucked up and I picked up Joe Johnson in a pack. Not a great player on this game, but he'll do the job for now. And being that my team, I believe, is on superstar difficulty, so he'll be okay to do the job right now. But I put him at my point guard because my older point guard was Tony Douglas, and he's not really good at all. So, I just took him out. And Joe Johnson has some height going. He's like 6'6", 6'7". He has some weight going too, so he really can't get bullied by CPU defense, which is just crazy this year. CPU defense might be the best defense of all time this year. I mean, they'll fucking lock you down with like a guy like Terrence Ross, who isn't too great. So be on the lookout for some videos upcoming to show how to beat CPU defense. But as you can see, Joe Johnson and Justin Hamilton are the 1-2 duo for this team. And Hamilton's my starting center. He's a decent spot-up shooter, but eventually when I get better players, I'll have a decent team. But there's also a lineup restriction, so I had to take Singler out in favor of Joe Johnson because they're both the silver cards. So you really can't have two, I guess, in the seed, because this is the first seed or the last seed, whatever. I think the 8th seed. But I got Mike Miller too. And the thing I love about this game is that shooters are shooters. Now I know that sounds kind of stupid at first, but in previous 2Ks, I mean, anyone, for example, like Monte Ellis, could be a lights out shooter from 3. Now, in this game, you actually need a sharpshooter, and Nazir Muhammad gets a ridiculous and one right there. But I got Mike Miller, so someone like Ray Allen would be a great example. I mean, he's not too great of an athlete at this point in his career, but last year, if you had like Ray Allen and LeBron as your 2 and 3, you couldn't leave either open, and not leaving Ray open made sense, but leaving LeBron open made a bit of sense because he's not the greatest, at least statistically, shooter from 3. So 2K15, especially the patch 4, just made everyone a knockdown shooter, and that's what I like about this game. Now I've been getting questions like, hey Jeff, I can't get a perfect release, or I can't get open 3 to go down and stuff like that. And like I said before, I think most of you guys are forgetting the fact that Mike Wang said most of the players, if not all of them, will start out cold coming into the game. So you basically just have to take smarter shots this year compared to 2K15. 2K15 was basically all about timing on your shots. This year is all about position and how open you are and your foot planning and stuff like that. So don't go around just fucking jacking threes because you thought they would go in compared to 2K15. You gotta play smarter this year, and what I mean by that is just stepping in for the mids if they're there, because in practice, almost every good player who has a decent shot rating can get a perfect release almost every time on an open mid-range shot. On Hall of Fame, All-Star, Superstar, it doesn't matter. But Bill Walker hits that 3. Coming back down the court, I see Michael Miller, and that's a bucket right there. I believe he had like 6 or 7 threes, so not too bad. But Sasha Vujacic right there with a wide layup attempt to go. And man, this guy's whole offense was just running baseline, forcing threes, forcing contact layups. So he might have just gotten the game. I'm not sure, but people in these seeds are normally bad. I'm going to start doing Gauntlet as well, but I want to get a better player for my first card. I really don't want to go in there with just Joe Johnson and get 2 bum players on my team as well, because I've seen some Gauntlet videos and I've seen some people get lucky with like 2012 Kyrie Irving or LeBron James or a Michael Jordan or a Kobe Bryant, and knowing my luck, that's probably not going to happen. So I'll try out Gauntlet next week and see how I do. Basically, it's just like Blacktop, but a MyTeam version, and I think you win some VC or some MyTeam points. And also, I'm going to start making my own court when I get to, I think it's 60 or 70 cards collected. I'm probably going to have a bit of YouTube branding on there, and a bit of wrestling stuff, a bit of NBA stuff, some probably Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, because Yu-Gi-Oh when I was growing up was my favorite like cartoon show to watch, and I like wrestling, like football, like basketball, stuff like that. So it'll be branded around that, and hopefully you guys will like it. I have to collect, I think, 60, like I said, and I'm at like 31. I'm not buying VC this year for cards. I just think it's kind of stupid if you're not doing it for YouTube. Like, for example, players like Shake and Bake, Cash Nasty, all of them, they have 200k pack openings and stuff, and they make that money back from that video that they used to buy the VC to open those packs. So they make it back. It's just a cycle for them, and I'm not trying to waste money on VC for virtual players. I'm just trying to build a competitive team. But if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm out. Peace.